Hi, I'm Halif.
And I'm Michael, and this is our girl, Kana. In the last video, Halif took a solo trip abroad. And as much as he's having a great adventure traveling around, it's time for him to come home.
Time to go home to see Michael and Kana again and the van in the States.
This is the KIFT house in Joshua Tree in Southern California. And this is where we're going to start our van life adventure this time.
Just simply love sunrises here in the desert. Isn't this wonderful?
Hey guys, remember me? I haven't been around in a while, but we are getting ready to head out to Baja today. We've got the trailer loaded up, we're getting the dogs in the car, packing up, and we are going to be having a great time for the next 3 months. So we are going to go into the trailer and strap everything down. Let's go.
Last year we went to Baja and had such a great time exploring up and down of the peninsula, and we are going back this year. The difference is that we're gonna traveling along with our KIFT family, so we're gonna be caravanning down with about 20 vans and 30 people. It's gonna be a lot of fun times here. Another thing that is different from last year's trip is that this time we're gonna have a community trailer. So naturally people are excited that we're gonna have a common place where we could hang out or have a communal dinner, and that's what we're preparing right now. The KIFT crew has been great building it up from scratch. It's definitely gonna make our trip much easier this time.
Small projects will be done on the beach.
You ready to go? You ready to go to Mexico? Yeah? You ready to go to Mexico?
Sam.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy. I love you too. That's my new favorite dog.
I know, kinda. All ready to go.
All right. Hop in. Baja round 2.
Alright, some 3 hours later, we are here close to Jacumba, California. So this is not too far away from the Mexican border. This is where we're gonna spend the night tonight so that we can cross tomorrow, the earliest morning, to the Mexicali border crossing. So tonight there will be a kickoff Baja party that's thrown for us. So we're gonna be technically partying, but we're just gonna hang out. How about that? Karaoke night. Super low-key hangout type of night because we have to wake up tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock and it's freezing. So good night. It's gonna be an early morning tomorrow at 6 a.m. Hey, good morning y'all. It's still 5:50 in the morning and it's obviously still pretty dark, but today we are leaving for Baja. So I think there will be some little meeting before the team embark for the warmer weather. But for now, you can even see my breath because it is pretty chilly here in Jacumba. Where's my walkie-talkie?
You're number 5. You and Michael are gonna have to share.
Oh no! And we're ready to go. For the most part, there are some gas that we have to fill and also make sure the tires are fully pumped. And we're gonna go to Mexicali next.
West 2nd Street, then turn left onto Nuevo Acceso a Mexico. In a quarter mile, turn left on...
Alright, this is it guys. We are crossing the border.
Mexico. Yeah, we're crossing the border.
Take the next left onto Calzada de los Presidentes.
Where do we go? Here. Parking? Okay.
Registration cars, can you open the door?
Yep. Registration.
Guess they need to see our van, open the door and registration, which is quite expected. You got the dog? Yes. Stay. Nope, stay Kana.
Here, Kana.
Yep. Nope. Stay. Nope, stay, Kana.
Here, Kana. No, it's okay. It's okay. I know, it's okay. I know. Okay.
Good girl.
Okay, gracias. Okay. Gracias.
Your back door is open.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, stay. No, stay. We gotta do immigration first. Nope, you stay here. Good girl.
To make it official, we're going to get the FMM, or the tourist permit, from the Mexican Immigration Office. We're going to do that while Kana's waiting inside the van. The process is quick, and we're on our way in less than 10 minutes.
Back in Mexico.
In 600 meters, turn left onto Avenida Pedro.
We are glad to be back in Baja. Even Michael has a smile on his face now. We're back in Mexico, Kana.
Glad to be back driving around in Baja. And some 4 hours later, we've arrived at our first camping spot for the night.
Right, our camping spot here. Try to go in somehow.
He wants to see it.
Oh, he wants to see it? Okay. Yeah, he's just letting us in.
We have arrived.
Glad to be here.
I am.
We have the perfect Instagram backyard. The Sea of Cortez, ladies and gentlemen. Kana. Hey! More people coming. Whee! Oh, that's Josh and Chris. Kana, Sam's here. Come on, Sam. Chris, welcome to Mexico.
Sam, happy to see Kana? Yeah?
Yeah. On the way in, we stopped by the grocery store and get our groceries for tonight, and we're gonna prep dinner currently in this outdoor kitchen thing that we have here in the Palapas. The goal here is to maximize our ability to see, because in about an hour it's gonna be sunset and it's gonna be pretty dark pretty quickly. So why not we're starting the dinner prep right now. Alright, we did quite a bit, and I'm trying to make guacamole right here. It's basically a bunch of avocados and some tomatoes and garlic, chopped bell peppers, cabbage. As you probably guessed it, we're gonna make taco tonight. Why not? First night in Mexico. Okay, so the party centrals already start forming here in Rancho Grande, and it's gonna be a fun night. Good first night here in Baja California. We got nopales here, you got cauliflower, peppers, yeah, all good. Our morning routine.
You come into the Bark Stone store. You need more? You done? No, more? Okay. I'm done. You done? Want some more? No? Okay. Okay. Because you can't stop until she's done.
Good morning.
Morning. Well done.
Good morning all. This is day one in Bahia de Los Angeles. So beautiful. I'm so excited to start the day here. We're gonna be here for a couple of days, but first coffee, and then we're gonna show you our typical day here in Bahia de Los Angeles. Now I'm ready. This is the interesting part about traveling in the group. Most of us have never traveled with a trailer before. We're trying to establish some kind of routine or figuring out how to set up for the day. But we do have a trailer, which is a lifesaver here in the remote area of Mexico.
Ow.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what the thing is that I redid that because it was kind of cool, and then I whacked my head. All right.
After coffee, we are now ready to do our morning run. It's just gonna be about 5 miles. just down the road and back. Sam, you ready for a run? And after the run, people who have remote work will find a place to work. And after work, some workout session may happen on the beach. Jeff's drinking beer. I'm inspired. And before we forget, this is an important thing. This is a quick tour of the trailer. Right here, we pretty much have everything that we need to camp as a group. We got a big counter space to work, and right underneath here, we got coolers and a freezer. Some monitors, just in case you need a few things to supplement your work. The trailer is fully equipped with a lot of necessities that we brought in from the States. And during our stay, this becomes our pantry. We got a lot of food that we store here, including cereals, milk alternative, honey, fresh produce from the market, avocado, some office supplies, and over here we got the community board, condiments and spices basket, including tajin and black pepper, cinnamon, and cumin. Condiment bars, we got laugama, cholula, and of course this salsa by Herdes is really good. Pots and pans, plenty to choose from. Kitchen utensils, a whisk, tongs, measurement cups, carrot peeler, potato smasher. And we like to set up our outdoor kitchen next to the trailer. We have a few burners to cook meals with, as well as a living room where people can work and play. We got the electrical system here that allows us to stay connected. A lot of people charging up their computers and battery pack from these outlets. Plenty of sun for our solar panels. And thanks to Starlink, we are completely connected, even in a remote location in Baja. Thanks, Elon. Stop, stop, stay there. There's a lot of spikies here. No, stay. Go back down. Good girl. Yeah, don't want to mess around with that. Ow. Isn't this a special place? Baja is probably one of the few places on earth when you can see cactus directly grow next to the beautiful ocean. Just super duper cool. Hey, come here, pup. Hannah, let's go. Every morning somebody will come over, or multiple people actually, try to sell us a lot of stuff, and this time we have a seafood guy show up.
He's got sea bass, cod.
Sea bass or snapper?
It's supposed to be pretty fresh from the ocean. It's $15 for 1 kilogram of fish. People think it's a good price, so a lot of people actually gonna get some. Another vendors here. Hola.
Traigo los tamales. Un momento.
Tamales para desayuno.
Tamales para el desayuno.
Sí. Oh, muy bien. Wow. Got everything. This vendor is the vendor that we've been waiting for because they brought us breakfast that we ordered yesterday. So we're gonna enjoy our tamales. Let's dig in. Oh, looks good. Man, it's all wrapped up. Oh yes.
Oh yeah, looks like squash and part of that chard that he had in there.
Yeah. But since we are in Baja, the best way to taste it is by collecting the seafood by ourselves. I really have a bad hair day, but currently I'm standing in an isthmus that is completely emerged from the water. Usually this is covered by water, so we have a low tide, and right now is a perfect time to find clams here in this area, so I'm gonna try my luck to see whether I can find clams for dinner tonight. Yeah, definitely a lot of evidence of clams here, so we're gonna check out what Fern is doing now.
We're foraging for food! So cool!
Yes, those are big.
Yeah, I didn't get too many big ones, but well, you have to find a pocket. Usually where there's like a bubble,
Yeah.
you just keep going. So you find a pocket, and then there's usually a whole bunch in
So it's a good excuse just to play in the dirt, in the sand,
there. Sure,
while
why not?
finding something.
There you go.
Huh.
Hey,
Let me see.
my first clam ever.
Yes. my first one within like 10 seconds. Looks promising. Oh, another one. I have 2. Okay, 3. Okay. This whole area is littered with clams. I think we're gonna collect a lot of clams tonight, and I'm excited. This is actually much easier than I thought it would be. It seems like they're everywhere. Nice. That's how you find it. Good job, Maria.
This is my bucket of clams.
Nice.
This is my first time clamming ever. Let me see how many.
Nice.
I got clams.
It's funny how everybody has a different technique to find clams. So you're supposed to stomp around until you find the bubbles. Then you know the clam is underneath somewhere.
The big mother clam.
This guy's big.
Yeah. So big.
Nice. That was a lot of fun. Over 10 years ago, they said this whole area was completely over-harvested. The conservation needs to be done, and we're definitely not going to over-harvest our clams from the ocean.
At this point, Baja is pretty familiar to us, including many of its military checkpoints.
Flying car. Of course, some checkpoint.
Buenos dias.
Open the clam?
Yeah. Impero will bark, but no bite. No bite.
Stay. Nope.
Vacation.
Nope. Protecting her home.
It's okay. It's okay.
Good girl, Hannah. Always wonder what they're exactly looking for.
I don't know, but Kana goes ballistic every time it happens, so it usually doesn't take long for us to get through a military checkpoint. Finally, we reach the midpoint in the Baja Peninsula.
This is where we're staying tonight. This is the sand dunes of Guerrero Negro. It's a beautiful sunset. Just reminded me a little bit of the White Sands National Park in New Mexico. It is absolutely beautiful.
The next morning, we continued on driving south towards the southern Baja California state.
Nobody's even at the station. Oh, there it is. Now we are officially in the South Baja California again.
While the roads here are in better condition than they are in the north, we still need to drive carefully around these winding, narrow roads. What?
Off the road.
Where?
It's on this side. Yeah, Baja roads is not a joke. That definitely could happen.
Diesel full.
Chris got full service too, cleaning up his windows. This is Santa Rosalita. This is a small, cute industrial town here in Baja California Sur. This is a good stopping point for us to gas up. But they're just so rustic here. I mean, look at that. There's a lot of factories, a lot of rustic iron structures around here. Sammy, what you doing, bud?
From this point on, we're just going to revisit our favorite spots in and around Baja California Sur. A beautiful and homey place for van lifing in Mexico. And we're having a great time doing it.
If you like this video, please give a like and hit the subscribe button to follow along with our journey. And thanks for watching.
Dude, is there a bee in my hair? It was flying by me at the...